Mare of Easttowncast, stardom, lifestyles, and romances. With best ever Kate Winslet playing the lead, Mare of Easttown has quickly become a runaway hit for HBO. After changing the world of TV crime fiction with True Detective, the network has become the foremost supplier of hard-hitting, murder-adjacent dramas. After the dark comedy Big Little Lies and the mysterious psycho thriller The Undoing, both starring Nicole Kidman, the network executives decided to place their bets on a more relatable star. The gambling has unmistakably paid off. Mare of Easttown has been critically acclaimed, and the most buzzed about has been Kate Winslet's winning performance, including an accurate imitation of the Delaware County accent. And what also makes the 7 episodes of this crime drama series stand out from the rest is the realistic portrayal of life within a community. Although the show starts like a whodunit, it slowly peels back the layers to reveal itself as a portrait of real people affected by deep trauma. If that sounds a bit too heavy, let's rephrase. Come for the murder mystery, stay for the characters. Of course, the characters wouldn't be as memorable if they weren't played by such amazing actors. Although Kate is the superstar on all accounts with her portrayal of police investigator Mayor Sheehan, she is supported by incredible artists. And guess what? They are all as interesting off-screen as when in action in the Philadelphia suburbs, even if there are no brutal murders involved. Keep watching to find out about the Mare of Easttown's cast, their real-life partners, and lifestyles. While you're watching this video, make sure to give us your support by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons. And remember, you should also hit the bell icon to receive a notification every time there's a new video on our channel. You won't miss out on the latest news about your favorite TV shows, movies, and celebs. Number 6. John Douglas Thompson as Chief Carter. Played by English-American actor John Douglas Thompson, Chief Carter is Mare's boss at the Easttown Police Department. This tough-looking commander is the one being pressured to find leads for the Katie Bailey case. What happened to the young woman missing for over a year? To finally crack the unsolved mystery, Carter commands Mare to resume her investigation, which sets off a chain of twisted and turned events. Thompson is not a very well-known face on TV, but that's only because his main and outstanding career is in the theater. Born in the UK to Jamaican parents, he was raised in Canada and spent his 20s working as a computer, ATM, and checking sorting machines salesman as an account executive. It was only after he lost his job that he decided to try acting. Not just a passing fancy as time has shown. Thompson's stage work has turned him into a multi-award winning actor. He has earned a Tony nomination, 2 Drama Desk Awards, 2 Obie Awards, and an Outer Critics Circle Award, among others. As for his TV and film career, you may remember him for some of his appearances on shows like Law & Order and Conviction, whereas his most well-known movie was in the legal drama Michael Clayton. The Othello and Macbeth star performer lives in a Brooklyn apartment where he keeps a quiet life sipping gin and tonic and reading Shakespeare. His relationship timeline is one big secret, and he is said to be single right now. Thompson has only openly recalled a blind date he had long ago to watch a production by August Wilson, theater's poet of Black America. The lady didn't show up, but that day John Douglas fell in love with dramaturgy, his new job and passion after becoming unemployed. Number 5. Guy Pearce as Richard Ryan. The new guy in town probably looks familiar to many of you. Portrayed by British-Australian actor and musician Guy Pearce, Richard Ryan is a creative writing teacher who has struck gold with the TV adaptation of his book. He has his priorities straight, so one of the first things he does is hit on Mare, which seems to work pretty well despite his lack of skills. Of course, having good looks can't hurt. Pearce already had shown his talent on legendary films like LA Confidential and Christopher Nolan's first global hit, Memento, On the Proposition, Animal Kingdom, The King's Speech, or The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. After becoming one of the most sought-after names of indie filmmaking, Pearce managed to get roles in blockbuster hits like Iron Man 3 or the Alien prequel Prometheus. His work on TV is nothing to scoff at either, and he even got a chance to play alongside Kate Winslet on another HBO drama miniseries, Mildred Pearce. But acting is far from the only thing in the life of the son of a Royal New Zealand Air Force pilot, killed in an aviation accident when he was 8 years old. One of his biggest passions is Australian football, and he is an absolute devotee of the Geelong FC. He has shown his love for the team through appearances in media work, including narration of a documentary on the club. But even more than sport, Guy is definitely a music guy. He has always loved songwriting, and he has already released 2 albums of original tunes and a soundtrack album. That Pearce is a melomaniac can also be seen in his appearances on the videos for Silver Chairs Across the Night and Razor Lights Before I Fall to Pieces. Does such an engaging and successful artist have an interesting love life as well? Well, Guy wedded his childhood sweetheart, psychologist Kate Winslet, in 1997. The marriage lasted for 18 years, and despite Pearce being accused of cheating on his wife and labeled a bastard, it was actually Kate who put an end to their marriage in 2015. Heartbroken, Pearce found another partner in Dutch actress and singer Carice van Houten, and they announced the birth of their first child, son Monty, in 2016. Guy only spoke about the real reason his marriage ended in 2018, lamenting that all the false allegations and recalling the anguish they caused. Number 4. Angourie Rice as Siobhan Sheehan. As Mayor Sheehan's queer daughter, Siobhan plays an important role on the show. Mare is forced to juggle her search for the killer of teenage mom Erin McMenamin with her family issues, and the character played by Australian actress Angourie Rice is one of the big ones, especially since she is also involved in the town's mystery, as she was one of the last few people who saw murdered Erin alive. Angourie's performance as Mare's distant daughter is immediately striking. Despite being only 20, Sydney, born Rice, started her career as a child actor and already has enough credentials to match the rest of the cast. Although she made her feature film acting debut in the 2013 apocalypse-themed thriller These Final Hours, Rice had her breakout performance aside Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe in the action comedy The Nice Guys. After that, the entire world got to know her as Betty Brant on 2 Spider-Man franchise iterations, 2017 Spider-Man Homecoming and the 2019 Spider-Man Far From Home. The third one with her on the cast, Spider-Man No Way Home, will be released in December. Once you get a role in a Marvel movie, the phone doesn't stop ringing, and that's why Rice is looking forward to directing and producing on her own. In the meantime, though, she keeps busy by sharing her reading on a podcast of her own. With that many interests in mind, is there any time for romance? There were talks of a relationship with Canadian actor Charles Vandervaart, famous for Camp Rock 2: The Final Jam. But at present, she is single and presumably looking for a boyfriend somewhere out there. Number 3. David Denman as Frank Sheehan. Frank is Mare's ex-husband, who is happily engaged to his new love, Faye, after divorcing the limited series heroine. All looks rosy for the affable, outgoing high school math teacher, but here are a few mysteries surrounding Frank Sheehan. For one, he taught murdered single mom Erin algebra, and it is hinted that he might even be baby DJ's father. We have a no spoilers policy here, so we won't tell you any more. Let's just say that Frank is one of the juiciest characters on Mare of Easttown. And we will say that the casting choice for such an engaging role was genius. You might recognize David Denman for his legendary role in The Office, where he played Pam's ex Roy Anderson. As Roy, Denman could look threatening, although he was no match for the powers of Dwight's pepper spray. Outside The Office, Denman has played roles more in line with Frank Sheehan. Some of his credits include After Earth, 13 Hours, and shows like Mad Men or HBO's own True Detective. All in all, the Californian actor has proved to be much more than Pam Beesly's old flame. In real life, Denman is far from chasing exes as he does in The Office and in Mare of Easttown. Back in 2014, he married Swedish-American actress and model Mercedes Mason. Her family originated in Iran, moved to the USA when she was 12, and Mercedes took up acting in 2004. She is known for her Isabel Zambada and Ophelia Salazar roles in The Finder and in The Walking Dead. Denman has 2 children with Mason, Caius Kane and Sagan Cyrus. He looks like a good fit for a family man. And speaking of fitness, David is also a devoted triathlete. Dwight might have to think twice about pepper spraying him again. Number 2. Julianne Nicholson as Laurie Ross. Easttown basketball hero Laurie Ross is Mayor Sheehan's loyal best friend. She stays close to her no matter what, although her family has a few secrets up their sleeves and they just might be the clue to solve the town's murder mystery. Julianne Nicholson is wonderful as Mare's BFF, and her great performance probably owes a lot to her long career as a film and TV veteran. Some of her most renowned film appearances include her role in Brief Interviews with Hideous Men, directed by The Office's own John Krasinski, and the hair-raising domestic drama August Osage County. But that is far from everything. She has a stable of TV shows, with credits that range from guest roles in Law & Order to Steven Spielberg's paranormal drama The Others. It was her wide-ranging experience in TV that led Nicholson to find the love of her life. In 2004, Julianne, who worked as a fashion model in New York City and Paris before college, tied the knot with British actor Jonathan Cake, whom she met while filming an unaired HBO pilot symptomatically called Marriage. More than 15 years later, they are as happy as ever raising their 2 children, Ignatius and Phoebe Margaret. First her partner for life and now her role on Mare of Easttown. For Nicholson, HBO is the gift that keeps on giving. Number 1. Kate Winslet as Mare Sheehan. And so, we come to the titular Mare, absolute star of the screen, Kate Winslet. After hitting the headlines with her role in Heavenly Creatures and record-breaking hit Titanic, Oscar winner Winslet's career has only gone up. Speaking of records, she knows a bit about them. She was the youngest performer to get 6 award nominations for the same film, and she is also only one of 3 actors to be nominated to 2 Golden Globe Awards at the same ceremony. No wonder then that the British actress has been the object of sometimes ruthless media scrutiny. Her changes in weight have fed the tabloids for years on end, and Kate used the money she got from suing magazines to fund eating disorder charities. As a genuine philanthropist, she also supports vulnerable families and autism-related causes, and she fights animal cruelty through the PETA organization. And she has teamed up with UNICEF, and she condemns homophobia, and she raises resources for cancer treatment as well as the awareness among children about body shaming, bullying, and cyberbullying. Considered one of the world's most good-looking people, Kate is against the Hollywood ideal of beauty. She specifically instructs magazines not to Photoshop her, and she has even formed the British Anti-Cosmetic Surgery League with fellow actress and friends Emma Thompson and Rachel Weisz. If you think Winslet is alluring, you know there is no trick to it. Winslet is indeed a very unconventional woman by Hollywood standards, and her love timeline has been far from conventional as well. At 15, while filming Dark Season, she started a romantic relationship with actor Stephen Tedre, 12 years her senior and a major influence in her life. They stayed close even after they split in 1995, and when Tedre died of bone cancer 2 years later, a devastated Kate missed the premiere of Titanic to go to his funeral. Although Winslet never got over Stephen's passing, she has found other partners. She wedded assistant director John Threepleton, who she met on the set of Hideous Kinky in 1998, but the marriage was a mess and they divorced in 2001. Her next partner was also a director. She said yes to American Beauty director Sam Mendes, but the matrimony was as fraud as the one in the movie and they split up in 2010. Winslet was heartbroken, but she found her better half the following year. During a house fire while holidaying at British magnate Richard Branson's estate on Nectar Island, Kate tied the knot with Branson's nephew, Edward Abel Smith, legally known as Ned Rock and Roll from 2008 to 2019 in December 2012. Even though she has had a rocky love life and her family structure is far from run-of-the-mill, Winslet doesn't think of it as any less of a family. She is a devoted mother, and she prioritizes her 3 children from 3 fathers above filming commitments. She is absolutely devoted to teenagers Mia Honey Threepleton and Joe Mendez, and to 7-year-old Bear Blaze to school. So, award-winning actress, ardent opponent of beauty standards, and devoted mother. And we thought Mayor Sheehan was competent. Well, that's it for our review of the Mare of Easttown cast members, their real-life partners, and lifestyles. If you have any additional info, make sure you let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. We're constantly updating it with news and fun facts about your favorite film, TV, and music stars. So you know what to do. Hit the bell icon and you'll get notified every time we upload some new content. Thanks for watching and see you soon!